Sarap. Up. Wait.
Check. Ayun. 38 past 5 in the afternoon on a, Hump Day Wednesday. The boys are out today. My name is Sam YG.
My name is the great Nick.
My name is Tony. I think you should use this mic.
But Genius, darating si Pogo, di ba?
Si Pogo, nasa casino pa eh.
Ayun
Busy. I think also for this one, for the fourth one, you should bring down the volume. It's way too loud.
The controls are on that side kasi the other...
I don't know where to start. We're gonna start with some marites. We're gonna start with what's happening in the Philippines. We're soon gonna be baka daw i-ban na yung mga
K-drama zone.
Mga ploy, di ba? Crash landing on you.
I think it was a suggestion, but I think it's more of a frustration on his part, and I'm sure his kids listen to this program, Jolo and the rest of them. And
please talk to your dad.
I think it's a bigger issue than just banning. I think they've tried to ban ST films, titillating films, and now it's been, I think, more than 10 years that we've seen films of that nature, and because of the pandemic and because of technology,
it shifted.
PI. All you see from AQ Prime, not all, but Viva Max, especially this show. I mean, we're a contributor in promoting it, and it's creating jobs for a genre that the malls took away. It was the malls that killed that genre, and more so, what happens when you kill a genre? You put more emphasis on one and you saturate it.
Yeah.
Just like the band scene. When Information Gateway text your favorite song and not to discredit the bands or the musicians who were getting paid to create songs for that company. But there was a point, kids, where bands were making songs left and right just for a company to pay them. So, and they would pay the radio stations
for airplay,
so you can download those songs
Yeah.
on your whatever.
Bring back.
Sino ba? Ay, tama yung mga
So-
back days sa Billions, pare, 5110 ko. Ganda ng Do You Believe in Me?
Yeah, that's classic.
So taking something away from someone doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to help in another way. It's a band-aid solution to a much bigger problem. So Senator Jinggoy, why don't you invest your money, since you have a lot of money? Invest
Magkano ba?
in the movie industry. Invest not just in your movies that you used to produce or co-produce or whatnot, but invest entirely in the industry itself. Help out the indie industry. You know, there's great indie films that are winning awards outside the Philippines. Why don't we do that here? Korea, for example, this is because you want to take them away. The government of Korea actually invests in the movie industry no matter what, whether you're big time, small time, because they know at the same time when they shoot in Korea, they want to make it look nice. So it's a tourism thing as well, that the food, the locations, the texture of the film, the quality has to be at par, so that now look what's happened. Music, movies, shows, entertainment,
Lahat.
we're like K-pop
World.
Country.
Not just country. World.
Yeah. World.
And the great thing about that is that because
I don't understand it. I don't listen to it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm not a K-pop.
Ako, you're talking to two armies.
I'm not a
Army
K-pop fanatic.
Kaya ako,
tapos Blink ka, Blink.
Yeah.
Pare, Venom, Black Venom. Pink Venom.
Yeah.
I was actually, ako kalma pa ako, sige, take out K-drama, wala ang problema. But once you ban BTS, man, I am leaving this country.
No, but you know what?
No, they're gonna stop.
The funny thing is, our station man before when I first started with Magic, refused to play any other nationality except Pinoy. He said, let's focus on Pinoy, which was rare on
And
Magic.
requirements sa lahat ng station, I think 2 songs per hour, am I right?
One song per hour.
OPM.
KBP rule. But no one followed. We never followed it. We never played OPM unless it was Tunukalye, which was on a Sunday afternoon, right? And that was hosted by Max Speed or Sgt. Pepper. Other than that, you would never hear Korean. The only station, actually, I gotta give it to you, RX 93.1. They would always
They
play
were open to
Korean.
it. Yeah.
People would always text us, "Hey,
Ano yun?
why don't you play Korean? Why don't you play this song, or this song, a Japanese song?" And Itsumu was the closest we'd play into thinking it's Japanese, but it was
That's what I
Dice
thought.
and K9
Yeah.
and Honey of Cebu,
And
right?
Sweet Soul Review. Remember that song?
Toot, toot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picato.
Yes,
Pic-
Piccato 5.
Pixel 5.
Yeah, Pizzicato 5. Yeah, exactly. So
those are like my
I
foreign
mean,
jams.
we've come a long way. At a big, it's been huge. It's part of our. It's like
It's part of our culture.
it's actually
yeah.
beat out OPM.
Yeah.
Original Pinoy. I don't hear as many OPM in terms of the like clothing, how you dress, how you look. SB19 is exactly geared to look like
BTS.
K-pop,
Not
right?
just them. Calixta.
Oh, Calixta,
Calixta.
the girls,
Sorry,
yes,
Calixta.
exactly.
Calixta.
The
Give them- put respect on that name, bro.
Sorry.
But you gotta, Senator
Station
Jingo,
guy.
you gotta also think that we are a culture and a country, I would think, that is onto fads. Mabilis tayo. If you want to see if something is gonna work and mag-click like a very short time span, ibato mo sa Pinas.
Oo.
Shoes, clothing.
Clothing and lahat.
Whatever
Gadgets.
it is that you think it might do well in one country, you just throw it to the Philippines. Let's see kung makiklik siya. We freaking jump on everything. Remember we had those baller bands? They were big. Everyone wore baller bands. Also
The fightin'.
the fightin'. I had a few of those. I even had the
Necklace?
The necklace one. There was a necklace one with it was like a pendant, a black pendant, and it was also the same thing, but it was much more expensive. But it was to protect you from the microwave radiation.
It was supposed to make like a magnetic field around you.
Yeah.
So that you'd be safe.
And then you could balance, right? You could balance better and
Oh, this is one of those things where they would let you stand on like one leg.
exactly.
And like
And
parang
they
they
try-
pull you down and whatever. And like, look, if you're wearing it, your balance is better.
And I bought one. I bought one of those because the girl's selling it.
You
Lived in
got
this building.
scammed, bro.
Yeah, no. And like
I think everyone wore one.
Yeah.
And for a time, the Sacramento Kings
Endorsed it also.
That was the name of their arena.
yeah, even
Fight in
well,
arena.
No, it wasn't fighting. It was the other one.
The other one.
WWJD.
No.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Yun, ang ganda rin nun.
Yeah, the
Naalala ko
ballad.
nun.
Dude, lahat ng tres ko pumapasok nun. No? Sino
What
makalaban ko
would
nun?
Jesus do?
Tapos what'd you do? You kiss the
Oh,
band.
Hindi, yung tas turo sa taas.
Turo kay Lord.
For Papa Jesus.
I mean, we're a culture that really lives. We're big on fads,
Actually, that's one of the
from
reasons why we get
sports-
a lot of the franchises, the big
Yeah.
franchises, right? Like like mga Shake Shack. Like we were actually, I think second or third in Southeast
yeah.
Asia. You know what I mean? Like these big fast food chains.
Exactly.
We
yeah.
got McDonald's relatively early outside of everybody else in Asia because we're a good test market.
Yes.
Parang we're super like, uy, bago, let's go.
No, and that's why we have the biggest Uniqlo.
Yes,
Right?
that's true.
I mean,
Biggest Uniqlo.
and IKEA.
IKEA also.
IKEA, yo.
Si
Yo.
Tons, ano yung Uniqlo?
Ay, sorry, bro.
Ano yun?
As he laughs in Fred Perry.
Doon kayo bibili, mga poor.
Oh, the new season's out. The new season out of FP, right?
Yeah, of FP,
Sorry, bro.
sorry.
I never knew it was called
You don't get
FP.
that. You don't get
No,
the-
bro.
No, we're not on that mailing list, bro.
Kahit Uniqlo, wala akong mailing list. Bibili
Uniqlo,
ka lang sa amin once a year. Hayop ka.
Si Uniqlo, check the app na lang.
Nakabili ko ng tatlong Aerisms eh.
Ayun!
Para malamig.
No, but I mean, it's perfect is because not only that, I mean, also within music, that's why we were the first to have the Backstreet Boys in sync
Yes.
before they
Yes.
made it big in the U.S. So they take them to Europe, but then in Asia,
is crazy.
Asia they would take them here first, and then all of a sudden they just got big. It's like, oh, okay,
I actually start to wonder if that's also why movies are released here earlier, or is it because of piracy?
Piracy.
Piracy,
no?
and
Yeah.
piracy.
Piracy.
Speaking of movie releases, Black Adam is in cinemas today.
how is that?
Should definitely check it out. It's
You
it's
watched it,
pretty
yeah?
good, man.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty good. Like it's brutal. It's fast paced. It's very action. The Rock does an absolutely fantastic job. Noah Centineo really stood out for me here. He plays Adam Smasher. And of course Pierce Brosnan is perfect as Dr. Fate. But you gotta stay till the very end. There's an end credit scene that you're not gonna wanna miss.
Okay, yun.
I saw you guys, Black Panther, the new one, no?
Black Adam, Pops.
Black Adam.
Black Panther's next month.
Black Month. I'm sorry. Black
It's
Month.
Black Awareness Month.
Black Awareness Month.
You know what? You're crossing both.
Crossing the streams, bro.
Pare,
You
sorry.
never
That-
cross
that-
the streams.
Gusto ko
That's not allowed, bro.
Hinintay ko kasi i-tackle yung issue ng yung mga Maggie Wilson, mga big dick,
Ayun,
mga
big
caves.
cave, small dick, big cave. Tapos si Tim Connor, di ba? I'm an explorer in the big cave.
The European technology.
Are we done with the Korean thing?
Yeah,
yeah,
Senator,
we're
talk
good,
about
we're
the
good.
big
Yeah,
dick.
so
Senator
basically
Jinggoy,
just leave it as it is and
Yeah.
just invest in the industry.
Talk about
I think
the big
it's a much bigger issue, like we said.
Yeah.
We mentioned how.
No, plus, if you're gonna take out Korean dramas, then it also follows na parang, okay, people are watching Hollywood films. Do you also take that out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are we
No,
just
like,
gonna watch?
It's a short term solution.
Band-Aid.
Yeah, it's not even a solution actually.
not
It's
even.
A,
Yeah. It's
you are killing one industry that needs help already.
Yeah,
It goes to show that it takes two. So there needs to be funding, and the government needs to help out, or Jinggoy, since you have, like I mentioned, a lot of cash. Well, open up your own production house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and the proceeds maybe from there you goes back into the company and help out the young directors. It's like a chicken or the egg. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it takes two
And-
to tango. The effects, maybe not all the movies, but majority of the effects, it's almost still the same in terms of action, right? Only a few films.
Regarding effects, I actually spoke to a bunch of VFX people
Oh, aye.
here. One of the main problems with it, let's just say the teleseries.
Oh, aye.
Diba? Because that's
TV,
TV.
Okay.
Okay, things like Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
House of the Dragon, Rings of Power, all these, critically acclaimed TV shows. Before they're even released, tinatapos na siya. Kumbaga parang bago pa natin nakabangko na yan.
Okay.
Here, it's literally...
What do they do here, Gino?
Here, it's gawa tayo ng isang episode. Habang ginagawa yung isang episode, sinushoot na natin yung kabila. Ganon. Because
So
they
parang
want...
rush.
Oo, and they also...
So
If you
quality takes a beating here.
Yeah, because
You're
it's
chasing.
always rushed and it's always like, I'm doing this and I'm doing another one because it's by the network. Na parang, kunwari, like say ABS back then or GMA now, it's not the only thing that they're working on. They're also working on a drama novela in the afternoon. They're also working on...
Five.
Oh,
It's funny how he mentions how, which is true. I mean, a lot of the people in the entertainment industry have lost work because, I guess, of the K-pop culture, right?
Yeah.
Has blown up and whatnot. But I think a lot of them have lost jobs because we closed down the network.
That's
I mean,
true.
he didn't close
Yeah.
down the network, but a network closed down, which was huge.
yeah. Arguably the biggest network in the Philippines. You
Exactly.
took it out, diba?
I think,
Malamang.
I think so. I
And
think
what-
if you look at the ratings and the sales, there's if you ask the agencies, there's very little movement of them pouring more into the two.
Others.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Hindi
if you're
nagbudge.
and if you're talking about quote unquote quality movies naman, what is one of the biggest issues that indie film directors have always had here is, sige, we'll come out with a nice, artsy movie, but you'll take it out on the first day,
Yes.
like in the cinemas, because
hindi kumita.
diba? So it's not something that you can just fix overnight.
Yeah. That's why I said it's very complex. It's malalim siya eh.
Because the people also who watch these artsy films, who are so used to, watching mga Cannes Film Festival movies or whatever, they're used to na parang, if there's kind of like this whole idea na parang, if it's a Filipino movie, then it's probably gonna be about a three-way kind of thing na parang, may kabit or whatever,
May
or
orgy.
somebody rising out of poverty and then exacting revenge or whatever. Like, it's so predictable na. But whenever someone new tries to come in and says, "Oy, this movie
Let's
is
try
not
something
like
new."
that," parang people are wary because they're like, for X amount of years, it's always been the same stuff.
Yeah.
It can't be like something overnight.
Either make a bit, either poor or rich,
Yeah.
either
Pangit na naging
pangit,
maganda.
or drug
whatever.
dealer.
mahirap
Or
and
poverty
mayaman.
porn.
Yeah.
It's always...
What ends up happening also is that we do remakes of, say, Korean.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly. Yeah.
startup, and then we also have our very own.
Descendants of the Sun, Flower of Evil.
And then also, what's the new one? Running Man.
Yes.
Yeah, we have our own version of Running Man. So it's just like a game show from Korea.
Yeah,
So
and even our TV shows. Family Feud. These are international franchises.
So
you
it's
know
kind of
what I
like you're saying, like, okay, we'll take out K-pop, but then it's kind of like okay, we'll take out all the international restaurants is because no one's buying local.
And if you look at what makes, if you actually watch K-drama, what makes it so different from even Hollywood shows is not, well, for one, production is medyo next level. As in, ang linis ng pagkagawa, everything looks pristine. Two, it also promotes Korea. Like, it's always...
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah.
Yeah, it's always like either one, they're promoting the food, how beautiful the place
The shots
is.
are
restaurant.
curated beautifully.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Everything
they also
is-
have support from the government, because the
A lot of
government also
funding.
wants that, because it drives tourism to
And not
Korea.
only like say foreign tourism, it's local.
Yeah.
Locals are the
Exactly.
ones taking
Parang,
a lot.
I want to go to Jeju Island
Oh.
because they featured it in
And
whatever.
for some reason, they're like some obscure cafe.
bakit di ayaw mo
that becomes-
Batangas? May mga Batangas sa
Oh, yun.
Lubo.
Actually,
Anilao,
I was, talking,
Babini.
I was talking to my friend who's been here for roughly 6 months now.
Springs.
Hot
Right.
Springs, Los Baños.
Sol.
Take a Japan.
Sol.
Take a Japan. She's from Japan, and she's
Maganda.
been here for 6 months.
Ito si ano?
Yana?
Yana, pare.
No.
She's back there now.
Yana's been here for a year.
Congrats,
A
Stones.
year and a half.
Congrats, Stones.
Set her back for a while.
Okay, okay.
Diyan ka
Uwi
muna.
ka muna, uwi ka
Uwi ka muna.
So-
Busy muna ako. Bermans na.
Medyo mainit ka, girl.
Marami tayong booking ngayon. Doon ka
Yeah.
muna.
Alis na siya eh. She's transferring.
Kaya pala iba dating mo ngayon, Tons.
Yan na.
No, this is a different girl from Japan.
A different girl pa. Oh.
So-
Okay.
Ay,
She
dami
says-
talaga nakabangko.
So she says, why is it so expensive to fly locally?
Yeah, it's true.
So I told her,
Minsan
well,
masulit pa, di ba?
well,
Yung
To
Bali,
go,
ganun.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Hong Kong or diba, Singapore.
Lalo pag Cebu Pacific pa.
Exactly,
Ay,
di
naku.
ba? Oh, di ba?
Kokota ka talaga sa
Kokota ka talaga, di ba?
so I said, why don't you just fly
Mapapafukit ka na lang.
within Asia? I go, if you haven't been to other places and you feel that flying an hour away is gonna
Does
be
not make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember how well now they opened it to I guess more fairly priced rooms. But remember how Amanpulo before
Yeah.
was
Yes.
so exclusive
yeah.
that none of the local the local people would actually go, because that's how their positioning is, na parang hindi naman talaga target. Never namin
No.
tinarget ang Pinoys.
Ang target talaga namin,
Foreigners. Because mapapamahal talaga kayo dito.
And I have to ask Sam, how many times have you gone?
Pare, all the times
I
I've
haven't
been there,
even
Ryan, pare work. All the times.
Yeah, but
Hindi, may
okay.
isa.
Teka.
Nakalusot. May nakalusot na isa.
Pero the thing is, the only reason why he's there is because of work. So that means he got paid.
Exactly. By people who can afford.
Oh, exactly.
Amanpulo.
Oh, so,
Di ba? Parang alam mo yun, gagastos na rin ako sa Amanpulo. Pero
Maganda ba?
magagastos na rin ako sa
Maganda ba
talent
yung
fee.
Oh,
Ano ba ganda,
Ano bang ganda sa Amampulo?
Gusto ko nga mga makiparty ka BBM, yung mga victory party. Mga gago kayo, sabi nyo, don't go. Mga ulul kayo, tapos ngayon nagre-regret tayo.
so you didn't accept.
Nakita niyo yung salary ni Papi Paul?
Paul Soriano.
One.
Oh, 200 something thousand.
He said one.
Per
No,
month.
no. It's actually
month, ah.
he's supposed to get that, but
He
because
said one.
he said 1 peso. Isang piso. Basically. So he's not getting the 273,000.
Uh-huh.
Which is supposed to.
That's
Yeah.
Dapat na budget.
Dapat.
that's the salary.
Pero hindi na kailangan.
But because he's doing it for his country, so on contract,
Ang salary niya 1 peso.
Yeah.
Per month.
Yeah,
No.
Piece-
Annual.
annually. But my question there is,
May allowances ba?
no, my question there is, Gino, is the
Pudams allowance.
the connections you make to get business to, you know what I mean, to create
And maybe an international film, for all you know.
to create
Yeah.
funds for yourself. You
Yeah.
can do that. You can.
Oh, for sure.
We need new equipment. We need this. We need that, and that's fine. That's fine. But
Hey, you never know. He may have that vision. All of a sudden, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make
But he
something
is-
like.
he is qualified to become. I guess they want to get someone first who they can
Greatest,
trust.
yeah.
No, trust is the most important.
Yun na mahirap.
Trust, and that's what I asked one of their counterparts. I was like, oh, why did you guys get him? Trust, and second, to relay the message properly, where it's not
Twisted.
lost in translation by the
By someone
other
else,
side,
yeah.
because it will. So that's why they picked him, I guess.
I think
And-
I can relate to that. Like in Magic, diba? I'm doing it
no,
for the
if
love.
you got a
So,
position, Sam,
yeah.
honestly,
annually, pare.
Yo.
Sabi ko, I'm
Yo.
doing this for the love of Magic.
yo, if you were elected,
Ano yan? 5 pesos?
if you were elected, let's say, if you were elected a position, president,
Oh.
who would you
Pare,
pick? Would you
you-
pick any of us? Yes or no?
Dapat.
No.
Dapat.
Oh, Where would you,
Alam mo kuha taga-RX pare, ikaw yung department. Ikaw yung department ng finance ko ha. Ikaw yung secretary of tourism. I'm not gonna do that.
Syempre, you get people that you know.
Because
or
you
people
know
that
that they're trying to F you over. Na all of a sudden, oh, you know, this guy's corrupt.
No, number one, pa, the Bureau of Entertainment, Tony Tons, Bureau of Customs, naka-Range Rover tayo,
Nasislik. Transportation na lang ako. Transportation lang tayo. Yun ang gusto natin.
Transportation.
Kahit MMDA.
Mr.
MMDA
Pogo.
lang.
Wala pang Pogo.
Tatanggalin ko lahat ng lisensya ng tao.
Babalik ng Pogo sa Philippines, wala pang 1 month.
But they kicked out, what's it, like 6 people.
What?
Oh, they kicked out like 6 or 7. I don't know.
6
I thought parang
people.
6,000 yata.
I don't know.
From
Who knows?
Oh, we're
Baka sa
deporting
village-
6 people.
Baka sa village mo, 6.
Baka 6 lang.
marami yun, marami kayang
It's also causing jobs of Filipinos. Because of course,
Yeah.
we all know we love to work for Pogos.
Yes.
Hindi kasi yung sweldo, cash.
Bilis, cash.
the
Hindi,
total-
tsaka pag nag-rent sila ng
Yeah.
condo mo,
Yeah.
1 year,
The
cash.
total from what I last read
Oh.
on Twitter was around, I think, 400,000 plus.
Pogo employees here.
Pogo.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, yeah.
Last Sunday was shipped back. They were,
Yeah.
and that's huge. 400,000, as in
No papers.
exactly. Well, they lifted that, right? Now they can just, basta they fly back.
But we are blacklisted in China as well. because-
Well,
Yes.
that's what they're saying. You see,
Jean-Pierre.
Senator Zubiri.
Zubiri.
And then the ambassador of
Said
China
no.
to the Philippines said, "No, you're not banned. Wala,
Blacklist.
wala."
What are you talking about?
So you're calling me a liar?
Soft ban lang. Soft ban.
Soft ba? Yung parang ingat lang.
Tapos he was like-
bahala ka pag pumunta ka dyan.
Tapos he was like, what? Now I look like the
Exactly.
I look like a fool for saying that.
I don't know. I don't know who's telling the truth anymore.
Oh, man.
Kaya nga masaya sa Philippines you don't know what the truth is.
It's always a surprise.
Oh,
diba?
you
It's always
watch
a
or you-
mystery.
No, but it's weird.
No, mahilig ka sa mga murder mystery. Diba?
Exactly.
Dito. Lahat mystery. Saan napupunta yung tax mo? Di ko alam.
It's a mystery.
Jeffrey Dahmers tayo dito. Dahmers. No? Dahmer.
Because it's just so weird is that they would blacklist the Philippines from Chinese people to come over. Just
I
like,
know,
Like, okay, there's something wrong.
Hindi, kaya nga
But-
wala tayong masyadong serial killer sa Philippines kasi walang budget.
Wala tayo.
Oh!
Marami tayong ginagawa. Busy tayo.
Busy. We're trying to make a
Busy.
living.
But
Trying to live.
I know there's a lot of people, they're busy right now, stuck in traffic.
Yun. Alam mo, what's the best feeling aside from being stuck in traffic?
What's the best feeling,
Diba?
Sam?
Yun nasa traffic ka, pero naka-Subaru XV ka
Oh,
naman.
tell us more about this, my friend.
Buti na tanong mo, Papi Steve, because I was super enjoying it, especially the EyeSight advanced driver assist technology that takes care of your stopping and going autonomously. Adaptive cruise control that can activate from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, even more. Over 100 safety features and gives you total peace of mind at wherever your destination may be.
Now, how much is this? For example, if you test drive one now at at your local Subaru dealership nationwide,
Pumunta ako,
what? Say, I want to make a down payment right now.
tinanong ko,
Oh,
sabi ko, boss, meron akong 270,000 dito.
Oh.
Gusto ko mag-down payment for Subaru XV.
oh,
Para sinuli sa akin.
oh, bakit?
Sabi niya, 269,000 lang, sir.
Oh,
Sinobrahan mo.
ala.
Gano'n.
Pero,
May
okay.
sukli pa ako.
Say, what if you can't afford that down payment, but you can do the monthly?
Monthly, 20,710 pesos. And stocks are available. Ito si DJ Mars.
May stocks.
Ito mukhang bibili to. Ano ba to?
Yun.
Nagpamura
Okay.
si Mars. Wow. Ganda.
Wow. Fantastic, baby.
Fantastic, baby. Can we talk about the small dick, big cable?
Oh, yeah, let me
We should,
take
we
a break.
should.
I gotta play commercials and then come right back. Mari test of the day. Whole
Getting heated, pare. Love it.
I'm not too sure what this. It's getting blown.
Who's getting
getting
blown?
blown?
Who's getting blown? Wow.
I mean,
What's blowing up? What's blowing up?
The story has just exploded. Let me say that.
Tsaka nakakatirahan
correctly.
ka.
Oh.
It has spiraled.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are watching right now. Ace via the BNO Hatline says, "Wow, you guys got a better camera. So good job to Direct Alvin."
No, it's not a better camera. It's lighting.
Lighting. But it says it looks
It's
better.
so bright.
Medyo industrial level yung lighting
At
natin.
least
bro.
we're not witnesses.
Tsaka sabi ni Tones kanina, pare, kahit bahain sa Magic, may floodlights. Okay tayo dito, ha?
Pwede tayo mag-construction. May
Safe
construction na tayo dito.
Safety first. Safety mode.
Oh my goodness. Latest on Maggie Wilson.
Yan.
Victor Kunsuni,
Yun.
and what's her lover's name?
European
Tim Connor.
equipment.
Tim
Connor.
Tim Connor.
Technology.
European technology pala.
Technology,
Yeah.
yes.
He's heir to the throne, right? He's a royalty. She's the son of the princess of Thailand, a royal family
okay.
of
Thai.
Thai
Thai
family.
descent.
Yeah, Thai descent. So, yeah, both are, I guess, alpha males, right?
They're just
so,
going back and forth with all these
Payamanan na lang.
all these innuendos. It's just like, oh, ano?
Ano,
Hindi,
bro?
tsaka
Ano?
maganda pag alpha male nag-aaway kasi may iyayabang eh. Isa naman, di ba, pag, let's say,
Omega
isa-
male ka.
may- ano,
Parang
may-
naiabang mo.
Or isang poor.
Pur ka, urban pur, di ba? Ano lalaban mo? Sabi niya, pare, big dick energy, di ba? Biling kita dyan, di ba? Gumanon na hirit. Ay, hirit mo doon.
Relax na tayo dyan.
Parang like, you know what? Heads up.
Gripuhan kita dyan.
Ano, at least pogi ako. Hindi naman at least pogi ako. Hindi naman gaganon. Hindi, pare, palakihan na ng bird to eh. We are in the entering the stage of palakihan ng bird. That's why it's so...
Ipakita mo!
Palaki ng bird, pataasan ng ihi.
Diba, that's why in UFC, we all love the pre-fight.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pare,
It's the build-up.
The build-up eh. Para magsapakan tong dalawan to. Diba? Oh my God, it's gonna be a good show.
All right, so we'll hit a commercial break, and we do have our friends from Whiskey Live.
Uy.
Si Brother Alvin ba? Nandiyan pa to?
yeah. And thank you also.
Aguilar.
Alvin Aguilar, is he coming tonight?
Pare, para may ano.
UFC.
May fight commentator.
Ben, Ben.
Gawa tayo na.
Yung parang
Parang yung suntukan sa Ace Hardware.
Parang
Oh,
wala.
ano?
parang yung kay Kiko Mats and Baron Geisler. Pwede.
Exactly.
Let's ask him. Who's his marketing? Si Jamie Lasiste.
Rambulan ng royalty.
Yun,
O, di ba? Ang ganda.
Royalty Rambulan.
Royal Rumble! Yun na yun! Oh!
Literal.
Tapos everyone on the table, champagne showers!
Si mga pusta, binabato na yung pera. No?
They have another URCC at Zalo.
Meron
And
diba?
November pa, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. All right.
Pwede natin sabay yan.
We'll take a quick one and come right back with more of Boys Night Out.
Today's best.
Baby, it's Young Gravy. My song Betty is now playing on Magic 89.9. Please keep requesting it so I can make it onto the Magic Pop 30. Thank you.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart.
A new vibe.
Just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
You have the time.
A new Friday Madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift, and you're listening to Magic 89.9, today's best music.
The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Today's best music.
Today's best music.
Magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world
Through www.magic899.com.
We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon.
And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right.
We're radio's finest.
We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, what's up? It's Rebecca Black, and you're listening to Magic 89.9 with Migs.
Magic 89.9. The Magic Top 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week. Find out which artists that are lit AF. As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Top 30.
Are you ready?
Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music. Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9. Non-stop music. All hits. All day. Magic 89.9. An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
You have the time.
A new Friday madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package.
The nicest of
The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday.
24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday madness.
Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar, baby.
Traffic. It's all better with Magic 89.9. Be the magic. Be the magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world.
Through www.magic899.com.
We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon.
And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right.
We're radio's finest.
We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Hey, what's good, baby? It's Young Gravy. My song Betty is now playing on Magic 89.9. Please keep requesting it so I can make it onto the Magic Pop 30. Thank you.
Magic 89.9. An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
You have the time.
A new Friday madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package.
The nicest of
The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday.
24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday madness.
Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar, baby.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift, and you're listening to Magic 89.9, today's best music.
The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week. Find out which artists that are lit AF. As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready?
Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music. Magic 89.9.
Today's best music.
Today's best music.
Magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world.
through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I can be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM. Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, what's up? It's Rebecca Black, and you're listening to Magic 89.9 with Migs.
Magic 89.9. The Magic Top 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Top 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
Non-stop music. All hits. All day.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the
A new energy.
You have the time.
A new Friday madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar, baby. Traffic. It's all better with Magic 89.9.
Be the Magic.
Be the Magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
magic, I can be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Hey, what's good, baby? It's Young Gravy. My song Betty is now playing on Magic 89.9. Please keep requesting it so I can make it onto the Magic Pop 30. Thank you.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the
A new energy.
You have the time.
A new Friday madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly. Sugar, baby.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift, and you're listening to Magic 89.9, today's best music.
The Magic Top 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Top 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music.
Today's best music.
Magic.
Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTF.
Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, what's up? It's Rebecca Black, and you're listening to Magic 89.9 with Migs.
Magic 89.9. The Magic Top 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Top 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
Non-stop music. All hits. All day.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better. I get no doubt. A new sound.
Even in my heart.
A new vibe.
Just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
Do you have the time?
A new Friday man.
All right, welcome back to the show. 20 minutes after 6 o'clock. Friends from Whiskey Live are going to be joining us in a short bit.
Palong-palo yung bass natin,
You like that?
Damn.
Get low, baby, don't stop now. Get low, baby, don't stop now.
Yeah.
Marites of the day. As you guys have all heard, it's been an ongoing feud for the past, I think, 6 months now. It's getting crazier.
So they're getting locked out of the house.
Trying to get kicked out, but you do have the contract signed.
Who cheated on who
Who
first?
cheated on who first? Oh, may ganong levels
So
din.
if you're clueless to what's happening between this married couple, it's Sam's gonna spill the tea or Gina. I don't know who knows the latest reports on what's going on.
Si Sam ata. Si Sam medyo updated sa mga ganito.
Okay,
Ano ba
latest,
network mo? Ano sabi ng network mo, bro?
latest Marites, 5 days ago, Maggie Wilson posting with a caption. Ito parang sosyalan post lang to, palabas siya ng bahay, may garden, a few plants.
Yung
pero
aesthetic pa rin.
Aesthetic pa rin. Wala tayong masyadong pakialam dyan. Pero
Still fits the feed. Di ba?
wala tayong masyadong pakialam dyan kasi ang pakialam natin yung caption ni Maggie Wilson.
Okay.
And I quote, "If you can't get a woman to bow down to you and crawl, then just file tons of cases against her. Only weak men fear strong women. Hashtag small talong issues." That were over 1,000 comments, pal. Over 41,000.
I don't. Well, first thing is, why do women always go after our man down there?
I think that's the quickest one to go.
To trigger
someone.
And meron ba tayong counterpart for that for women? Kasi di ba parang for a girl, like if you wanna insult a man, just talk about how small his penis is.
I
But
think
for girls,
boobs,
it's like
boobs.
Is it? Parang it's not such a...
Their body shaming is huge. Actually,
Either that or
body shaming.
I mean, he said the cave, di ba?
No, it's
Pero parang
I think it's body
bihira
shaming.
kang makarinig
Yeah,
ng ano,
body shaming right now. There's actually one of our friends
Hmm.
actually posted today, and I had to reach out because I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" She's like, when I was plus size, no guys would talk to me, DM me.
Yeah.
Now that she's like, friggin', like I'm like, "Yo, girl, what's up?" And
Napa-yo girl, what's up? Ka?
Yo!
Slide into the DMs ka, ganun.
And then,
Are you okay?
well, I've known her. I'm into plus size women.
Okay,
yeah.
Because she knew me when she was plus size.
Yeah.
So
Now
you're still
she's-
into her. So,
she's
yeah.
not plus size. She's like,
So she's off your list
Super
na.
thin.
Parang
well,
ano
she's
na.
She's fit.
a full time. She's a, well, yeah, she's a full
She's
time.
like-
artista!
No. Now she's a full time influencer.
Oh, okay. Content creator, bro.
Yes.
Baka ma-hurt ako, pare. Alam mo naman, nasa influencer.
The influencer life.
Content creator,
Influencer life.
and now like she got actually a mental illness because of she
Content
wasn't
creation.
sure anymore who she was because
Parang she lost herself.
No. Well, yeah, because
content niya. Ganun.
because of she was getting
Comments.
praised on something that everyone else was thinking that this is how society should be or how girls should be and they're happy, but she was never happy.
Kumbaga
From-
parang somebody was dictating what her life is supposed to be.
what she was from the time that she wasn't eating anymore to the time that she was working out,
Yeah.
kahit pagod na siya because she wanted to hit a certain kind of
look.
Push lang. Yun
Yeah.
yung priority sa
So
buhay.
now she kind of did she's like, yo, F you guys, stop DMing
I'm
me.
gonna do me.
I'm gonna do me, whatever size I am. It's what's important is how I feel and how happy I am at the end of the day.
Eat what I want and who I
Kumbaga
want.
nag-break point na siya.
Well, wasn't that the same reason for example, like Sam Smith? You remember how?
Oh, yeah, he super lost weight, right?
How he super lost weight, and then all of a sudden he's just like, you know what?
I'm good.
I'm gonna
done.
enjoy myself. So he's like, this is me.
Kasi
And-
pare, what's all the money gonna do if you're not happy,
That's
brothers?
true.
That's
I don't know. Tell me some. What is all the money going to do when you're
since you have it all,
since you have all the money
Oh.
now?
Yeah, tell us how.
Tell us what it's like.
how is that life, my friend?
Still sporting the Uniqlo, brothers.
Pero diba, like, si Chris Pratt, he's actually talked about this several times. Because Chris Pratt, Parks and Recreation, like, he was a chunky boy, you know what I mean? And then, he
How
got
is he
all
now?
ripped for...
He's back, right?
He's found this nice little balance of ripped,
In
but
between,
still
yeah.
has, like, fat in him.
Okay,
but it's
okay.
not as, like... he's not as ripped as Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And they even make fun of it in the Disney movie, the Marvel movies
That's
also.
sumabs kang konti.
Oh, na parang... And he's like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm
let
gonna get
go,
a
he
couple
let
of
go.
dumbbells and whatever. Yeah. But he's always talked about this in all of his interviews where he gets asked about it. Na parang, and he always says, I was happier when I was fat. Because I mean, obviously, like, you get to eat so much and you do whatever, and obviously,
I think it's not a matter of happiness. I think it was a matter of you're not
Stress.
stressing
so you're
yourself
not stressing yourself
because you're stressing yourself of not being able to eat what you want,
Yeah.
as opposed to when you were just happy-go-lucky.
You're depriving of what
you have to have a balance. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can eat whatever, but at the end of the day, if you're eating bad stuff like junk food,
Yeah.
processed
It's not good for
meat,
you either.
sugar,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, ganun din eh. Babalik ka sa, shoot, the doctor's gonna tell you, you need to watch.
Pero what
Your
people
weight,
what
yeah.
people kasi need to remember is that these actors, whenever they do like their superhero roles, obviously their diets are gonna be insane
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they have to look a certain way, diba? So parang kaya nga may mga off-season, on-season yan, diba?
Who's
Na
the
parang-
Indian-
That's why they're paid.
Who's the Indian guy? The
Oh,
yeah,
Si
Eternals.
yeah, Eternals. Si
Correct.
what's his name?
When he
the
came
comedian.
out, yeah, when he came out super ripped.
Yeah, Jetwani.
No.
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 What did you say?
I don't know.
And he can get away with it because he's Indian.
Wait,
Like, he can
No,
be
did
like,
you say Raj Sadwani? He's our
that's
guest.
Sadwani yun. Dahil Jetwani.
Kumal Nanjani.
Kumail.
Kumail. Yeah.
So is it Vishal, the guy who from
Kingo.
Kingo, yeah.
from
Parks and Recreation?
not Parks and Recreation, the politically of Netflix.
Oh, no.
What's his name?
yeah.
Vishan?
Yeah,
Vish-
the one where he's a stand-up comedian who goes
Stand
around.
up.
Yeah.
Political satire.
Yes.
What's
What's his name?
shoot, Vishan. Was it Vishal? Vishen. Shoot. Anyway,
Yeah.
that guy, he came out with a new standout just recently, like a couple weeks ago, and he actually was like, "If you, Kumail, the pressure now that Indians have,
have to get all ripped. Yeah.
the stereotype
Yeah.
now, the pressure for him to look that way now, is he's so pissed." He's like, the standards were really low on how Indians had to look in Bollywood films.
But now that you showed everyone na parang, kaya pala eh, pwede pala eh. Gets.
Yeah.
And it's also, I mean, if you think about it, it's also the fault of like, underwear brands and
Yeah,
whatever.
well,
diba?
yeah,
I think the
For
same.
the longest time, Abercrombie and Fitch.
Consumerism.
Secret.
And
all
then
it
also
is.
bench. Right?
Yes.
For a
Yeah.
time, especially when they put up that.
The bench fashion show.
Yes.
Di tsaka yung billboard, yun di ba yung at one point, yung rugby boys?
Oh, yung Volcanoes.
Volcanoes, dati pa sa Guadalupe, yung mga birdie, mga young balls sila.
Now all of a sudden, it just lasted like 2 or 3 days.
Tanggal agad.
Tanggal agad is because, oh my God.
Yeah, but I remember even
was there
talking
for a
to some of
while,
the people who were part of the bench fashion
Yeah,
show, and
yeah,
even
yeah.
they were like, yo, I'm super depriving myself for like
Yeah.
4 months, and then, pero after the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit a
Eat.
buffet.
Oh.
Alam mo,
Yeah.
parang like, because it's not sustainable. It's not
Yeah.
supposed to be.
And your body's also, if you hit the buffet right away, your body's not ready for it.
Yeah.
So you also, kind of
Ah.
shock your system.
Okay, getting back.
Brothers, be happy.
Getting back to
Marites.
Marites.
Yes, pare.
Okay,
Anyway.
okay. So Maggie Wilson, Victor Consuni,
I'll just
they're
repeat the
married.
statement
They're
of
splitting
Maggie.
up.
Let's repeat the statement.
Have they split up legally yet? Not
That
yet.
I don't know.
Not yet. Okay.
Because we
think
don't
so.
have divorce unless they filed for annulment. I don't
Okay.
know.
Anyways, they're both dating someone new now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So
Recap natin yung statement ni Maggie before we get to the statement of it. In case you missed it, and I quote once again from Maggie Wilson, if you can't get a woman to bow down to you and crawl, then just file tons of cases against her. Only weak men fear strong women. Hashtag small talong issues. And then we proceed to Vic Consuni posting a story lang.
Story lang.
Ito,
So hindi
naka-main
feed post, bro.
Feed ko.
So mas mababa yung rate na ano.
Parang pahapyaw lang to.
So you can't share. Well,
It's not permanent.
But it's still up.
But it's still there.
It's 24 hours lang to. Wala to. Pero nandun pa hanggang ngayon, no? He is posing inside some geo reserve,
Okay.
no? With a hashtag, it's easy to feel small in such a big cave.
Oo.
Diba?
Puro pahapyaw lang. Walang diretso eh. Diba? Walang
so many innuendos.
nothing direct.
Oh.
Think whatever you want to think. Alam mo yung parang, ito yung mga parang, I think I'm being subtle. You know, I think I'm being subtle.
May isa pang hashtag.
Ah.
This cave must be royalty.
Oh!
Meron meron pang,
Okay, natira. Ayun, medyo mas direct.
meron pang isang hashtag. All I can say is, this beach has a huge cave.
Wow! Oh!
Kumbaga maluwag. Pare maluwag. Dogs! Pare!
Yung kweb?
Yung kuweba!
Yung kuweba!
Kuweba! Yung hawla!
Hello.
Yung wala nang echo sa sobrang lapad.
I remember I had this this discussion with Doc Rica because it's a very sensitive issue when it comes
Yes.
to women and
Yeah.
and their vaginas and their pecs.
Kaya ito,
Times
more
two.
than the week. I think, diba,
Oh.
we were asking how to get back. Ito, I think it's a very personal issue.
It depends on. Well, Maggie's a very
Open-hearted.
she was raised somewhere else, so
Yeah. Liberated.
Yeah, she
doesn't care.
So itong banatan na to, wala lang to.
for her, I don't think it.
Okay, anyway. as we're
She
saying.
started it.
It's
Well,
okay.
I guess it also depends.
Siya nagsimula, so
I mean, at least social media wise, siya nang simula.
she,
Yun yung ano natin.
she started. She can if she can give it.
If she
she
can
can
dish it
take it.
out,
She can
should be
take
able to
it,
take
yeah.
it. Yeah.
And she's pretty.
And she's smart that, okay, she knew that, okay, if she posts that, she's gonna get
May
a
palaban talaga.
response right
If
away.
you've ever known Maggie, she's really palaban.
Can
I
we call
mean-
a friend na medyo nakakilala?
Sino ka ba?
Palaban? Sino?
Anyway, jeans, let's go back.
I know too.
Ako rin.
May mga explorers kayong kilala.
May mga naka-explore.
Actually, I don't believe, but
wow.
yung pangatlo, ano
Secret.
Napahapyaw lang.
Napadaan lang. Day tour. Day tour lang. Day tour lang.
Hindi nag-overnight.
Hindi
Anyway,
talaga spelunky.
anyway, babalik tayo kay Doc
Pass
Rica.
lang.
Pero okay dito.
Padaan lang.
you know,
Picture.
targeting or going after the female organ and how big it is, and but that really is it stretches to have a kid come out of there, right?
Exactly.
And
That is no easy feat.
yeah, and so
It's a miracle.
for me, for a guy to go that route, obviously he was triggered,
Yeah.
and she initiated, right? The first
Forgive the pun, but medyo below the belt.
so
Touche!
Pasok, Gino.
I mean, you could have just kept quiet, but I mean, it's all out war, I guess, right? It's got to the point where I'm gonna
Tirahan na lang tayo.
Oh, it's just
push
a
your
free for
buttons.
all.
I'm just gonna push your buttons and see what happens. And Doc Riga said, yeah, you know what? The vagina really stretches really, really big, and for guys to say that it's
Big.
well, it
hurts.
to justify it. A kid does come out of there. She did give birth to his child, right? So maybe if he said maybe before
The
it was
giving
already,
birth,
yeah. I mean, but when you give birth, talagang, I mean, it's never the same, right? Unless you really get it
C-sec.
No. The
reconstruction.
Yeah.
Vaginal reconstruction.
They have it at
They have it. I know they have it at facial care. Then they also have it
really?
bello.
Oh, okay.
See,
I don't know. I've never asked.
No.
Gretchen Barreto had her. She was the first person to get it done.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So so their vagina's tight, super tight.
Oh.
Yeah, tight daw eh. I wouldn't know, but I remember she did a YouTube on
Talaga?
Sikip.
May YouTube video. May sample mo.
Well, I think they interviewed her after, right?
Okay.
Because they needed to promote the service. Eh. So obviously they're not gonna interview Tony Boy.
Of course. Hindi pwede.
Si Tony, kamusta?
It's not like he's gonna do it like, you know?
Ay, okay. Dumaan dito.
Or ato nga, kamusta? Yeah, I mean,
Hindi mo naman,
Parang
di ba? Tsaka nasaan the juice minsan eh.
Anong juice?
Yung how lubricated it is.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, in terms of depth,
But we have to remember that this is
circumference, right?
A medical
They're
concern.
elastic, so it'll still go back. You know what I mean? So
I mean,
obviously-
not in its original.
Yeah.
But then again, to give a bigger context because we were in the Philippines, Asians are much smaller.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
Birds or vajayjays?
No, but birds and vajayjays.
Except for Tones here.
But if you've been with, let's say, a South American.
Tara, mga specialties ni Tones.
yeah.
Tell us the comparative
Parang
difference.
ginigingil mo na naman kami dito, Tones.
How about the
Walang
European?
kwenta kayo.
No, African.
Never ako nakaano.
Never ka nakana.
Oh, liar!
Nakana.
Why you lie? Why
the Euro trip?
Yo, why are you lying?
always lying?
Did you Euro trip?
Why you lying?
Brothers.
You lie.
Brothers, I don't lie on the show.
You have you forgotten? Have you forgotten?
Anyway, let's go back to your topic.
No.
You've been with
You're telling me I have not. You have never. Oh, you have. You've been there.
I don't remember.
I don't. Yan ang defense. I don't remember. Where were you last time? I don't remember.
See, Sam.
Who were you with? I don't remember.
See, Sam. I don't remember. I'm married.
Hindi ko na maalala. Lahat ng mga nangyari 2017 beyond that, hindi ko na maalala.
It's all the past na. All the past.
Because he's only looking for the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But to just further explain that the depth and size of a man's organ and a female or the vajayjay, I mean, it's the case to case basis, right? And it doesn't prove how more of a man you are, the bigger your thing is.
Yeah. Lest we forget that just a few years ago, at least 100, maybe 200 years ago, having a small dick was considered like a big
Power.
honor.
Yes.
Yeah, because small dick equals big brain.
Yes, big
Diba?
brain.
That's why, like, if you look at all the statues,
yeah.
like David, exactly.
Back in Europe, man,
Exactly.
in Greece,
Renaissance era.
Diba sa Greece,
They celebrated tiny dicks.
Mannequin piece.
Yeah.
Diba?
Small.
And people thought back then that big dicks were actually grotesque. And it was a sign that you had a tiny brain. Because
and that's why
obviously
diba,
there's no scientific correlation to it, but you know what I mean.
That's why I think 2000 BC in sinabi, diba, God is fair.
BC, huh?
BC,
I barely passed.
Before Christ. That's
Before Christ.
AC.
Sinabi na ni God, before Christ.
Sorry.
Pero everyone was listening.
AC.
Sorry.
ACDC.
AD, after that.
ACDC.
My bad. After that. Anyway,
So
going back.
did you ever fail a class, Sam?
What do you mean?
Did you ever fail a class
Where?
in college?
No.
Honors yan eh.
Wala.
Honors.
Okay, maliit pala.
Wala, maliit. Buti na lang bumagsak ako ng high school.
Wrong Bernie.
Gino, row 4 tayo.
Exactly,
Row 4 tayo.
Kikot ako ng college.
Ako din.
Kaya matawag sa akin Bobo palagi. Bobo.
Tapos natutuwa ka pa, bobo ako ba?
Oh, yes. Ako yun. Ako po yung tanga.
Bobo with a big dick.
Si Tim Connor. Nasa si Tim Connor?
So si Tim Connor, for those of you who don't know, is now Maggie Wilson's boyfriend. Allegedly.
Business partner. And then I guess eventually
romantic.
Became,
Yeah, because I don't think you would say anything like that if you weren't involved. Because
Yes.
why would kumbaga bakit ka sasaw-saw?
Parang you're just gonna jump
Kung
in.
business partner ka lang,
Oo.
parang magkasaw-saw.
See, Wendell Vance is enjoying this conversation. He's like,
Usapang
how
birdie.
interesting.
But I want to ask the females out there that are tuned in, when you guys go for the penis and you make the penis jokes and how small, is it usually small, or are you guys just saying that out of anger? I want to know the percentage of women
Who
saying-
actually mean it?
Yeah, who have said it to their girlfriends, their barkada.
Or they said it to their significant other. Oh, you're the biggest.
Si T,
You're the biggest I've ever had.
Maliit yung titi niya. Oh.
And honestly, I've heard this so many times. Like I've even heard of a girl who broke up with a guy and she made a song about it, about how tiny his dick was.
No way.
And ano to artista to pareho.
No.
Oh bro.
No.
And I believe one of
Spill the
your
tea.
fine establishments.
Oh.
Here, we got a caller. Let's pick it up.
X amount of years ago. Di pa siya masyadong kilala. Starry singing.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hi.
Okay, we got to find out from her. Hi, what's your name?
This is Nikki.
Nikki, hi Nikki.
Actually, based on comparison, when like our guy friends and girlfriends make cuento about stuff like this, normally the girls tell the truth. It's the guys that exaggerate about stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
If your friend says it was as small as a pinky, you gotta believe it's as small as a pinky.
Okay. But Nikki, let me ask you this: even though we are Asian and we weren't
We're
given
predisposed to not have.
Yeah, let's admit, like we're not the
Ginormous.
smallest in Asia.
Yeah,
we're actually 4 to 5 inches, which in Asia it's
global
around
average.
three, right? In terms of Southeast Asia. But Nikki, let me ask you this: is size of importance more than the performance for you?
It should be both.
It should be both. No, pero ito,
It's not a
Nikki,
perfect world.
I don't know if you're in a relationship now or whatever.
I'm married.
You're married now. Okay.
Yeah.
So how's your
Only
how's
if
your
you're
husband?
comfortable answering it. Have you ever been with a person who has or had a small dick?
But good performance?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so what urged you to stay in that relationship if like it was such a big factor?
No, we didn't end up together.
Pero
for so long.
was that the sole reason you broke up? No naman.
No naman.
Yeah, I don't know any girl. I don't know any girl that would leave a
Si Boy
guy
Andersel eh.
because he has a small penis.
Yun nga eh. Parang,
I think
they just live with it.
There would be other factors, right?
I think it's because of the small penis he doesn't do anything to I guess
Make it better?
find other ways to
make up for
to make up.
yung mga pagkukulang niya. kumbaga.
But I know guys that have small and they're able to please their women. So it's a matter of abilidad. I mean,
Pero yun nga,
where
sabi
there's a
sa ni
will, there's a
Nikki,
way.
it has to be both. Parang feeling
It
ko,
has to be exciting and big.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a feeling that for women, it's more of like, you know what, okay, you have a small dick, but you're a good guy, so I'll stay with you.
Okay,
But the minute that it doesn't work out, it's like, okay, wala
Gone.
na.
That's
Kasi
it.
wala na.
No, I think sexual compatibility is a big factor in maintaining healthy and long good relationships.
Okay, and you said that you are married now.
Yeah.
And so does that mean si hubby is
Dax.
Oh, Dax shawarma?
Naku na, Doc.
Daxan.
But of course.
Oh, syempre.
Yan, okay.
Kasi kung sinabi niyang hindi, si hubby naman ngayon parang, walang yato, sinabi na hindi ako Dax. Di ba? Kasal na nga kami lahat.
Teka lang.
Teka, medyo na ano ako doon.
No, but then have you heard from other friends, for example, out of spite, they would also say na it's not good.
Oo.
No.
What do you mean it's not good?
Their relationship's not good because someone has a small dingaling.
Well, actually, I guess the generation that we grew up with, we're not the conservative nenes anymore. So a lot of my friends consider that as a factor talaga. Do they perform well and do they have a big package? And I have friends kasi that have had foreigner boyfriends.
Right.
So,
May comparison.
yeah, especially the ones that hook up with the black dudes. They don't go back.
Mahirap ka lang.
They don't go back.
but I just wanna just
You can't
Can I
downgrade
please
yourself.
see the color of your dating history?
But, but just to play it fair, not majority of what we see on
Sorry?
the porn sites, right? The black guys are very well hung, right?
But they're not all like that.
But my friend went out with right now, just recently, she just broke up with 6'7", 230 pound.
Damn.
And
machine.
And athlete. The built and the size of the body does not match.
Yeah, because I would think naman na parang it's really like, who is this? Was it Ron Jeremy?
So when
the classic 90s porn star.
Ron Jeremy.
Like if you look at Ron Jeremy, he doesn't look like a dude who has like
Jeremy.
a big schlong.
No.
You know what I mean? But damn. Oh, exactly.
Dude,
but when you take it off, like, holy crap, you know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily follow.
Yeah.
And the whole, how big your feet are also is not.
Oh, the feet and the hands, it's not always. But I mean, it's a great gauge, but it's not all the time. And I'll tell you this, sometimes when it's too big, she says, because she's had
uncomfortable naman
11, 12, 13 inches in her.
Damn.
And she said she stops at 8 because anything more is not enjoyable.
It's just painful.
Yeah.
Unless you like pain.
Unless you like that sort of thing.
But at the end of the day, it's not enjoyable.
But then we have like one of those callers, I guess a few years back, that was saying that if it's like past 8, but it didn't get stiff. It was just there, but it wasn't like super rock hard.
I think it would depend on the guy, how he treats himself. I think as the age goes, if you're taking care of yourself, obviously
the stiffer it gets.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're looking at 13, 14, 15, obviously the blood flow, probably if it's not great, it's going to be tough for it to be really turgid. So sometimes it's long, super long, but flat. Hindi siya ano eh.
It's like
rock hard.
It's like a rubber thing.
Yeah. So
hey, thanks. Oh, we got another caller. Okay,
great. We're talking about penises.
But
hello.
Okay.
Hello. We got another caller.
We're so fixated.
I know.
No, but okay. Here's the funny thing. Like I literally know somebody who broke up with her boyfriend.
Okay.
And they were on a break for a long time. And she started talking about like, oh, maliit yung ano niya. And then they got back together.
Yeah.
Oh, so meron talaga eh. Pero hindi ko talaga like
I've had friends that have gone out with guys with huge peckers.
Yeah.
They don't last as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not a guarantee or anything. Yeah.
I think it's sex is important, but is it good sex or bad sex? That's basically all it is. If no matter how big it is or how small, obviously, if you have a micro, I'm sorry to say this, but there's nothing really you can do except put an adapter.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
USB man, USB-C.
That's it. That's all you can do. Genetically, that's what you're given.
Or make up for it in other ways. You know what I mean? Be like an outstanding person. You know what I mean? Like be
Chow.
Like, Chow. Chow mo lang.
Be Mr. Chow.
Exactly.
So what happens now with this whole hula-baloo with Maggie and
Wait, may kulang pa nga tayo eh. Pag hindi pa natin napupuntahan yung sinabi ni European equipment.
Oh, what? Okay, I didn't see that. What did he say? So the current boyfriend of Maggie said what?
He said, Tim the Explorer.
And I quote yan.
Stresses superiority of European technology for huge cave.
So bali, ang sinasabi niya, in a nutshell, okay lang na huge cave kung pasok naman yung equipment mo. Kasi malaki rin. Parang ganon.
Tama.
Pero I'm thinking about it nga eh. Parang on a deeper level, what does that mean? Because like, you're essentially like, parang ni-reinforce mo na, oo, malaki nga yung kuweba. Pero okay lang kasi malaki naman yung equipment ko. So parang pinuri mo lang yung sarili mo without really like refuting what they said, that dude said about, having a huge cave.
Eto, and I quote, "A huge cave for you? Only after you told me to explore. You can't beat European engineering."
Okay. So parang sinasabi niya, parang, baka for you, it's a huge cave.
Yeah.
Pero, nung sinabihan mo ako na-explore ko, ayun pala. Sakto naman pala para sa akin. Para ganon.
Tapos, he tagged Hulo.
He tagged who?
Hublot.
Oh, wow.
Hublot the watch?
Sponsored pala.
Why would he?
Sponsored.
Nasa event ng Hublot.
Hindi, pero di ba usually pag ganyan parang brands would not want to like
No,
yo,
but
if you're talking about dicks and JJ's like
But it's
Don't include us in it.
technology.
Yeah.
okay,
The technology.
Saka patama lang naman eh. Pwede
Dinoble entendre mo na.
Pwede naman yung argue na, wala.
I was talking about the watch.
Actually, he's an endorser of Hublot.
And especially if they have no idea what he's talking
about. Yeah.
And if people reacted, wala na pakikita.
People, I'm dying.
Endorser.
The caption is savage.
Yun yung dream ko one time. Alam mo, may titirahin ako sa social media. Tapos,
Do a post.
Tapos ano pa, sponsored post. Alam mo yung parang,
Ganda nga eh.
napakaswangit mo. Hashtag, Uniqlo. Di ba parang ganda eh? Hashtag, McDonald's Happy Meals.
Impossible is nothing.
Goodness gracious. Well, we'll see next week what the further developments are, but that's the
Be the Magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTF.
Hey, what's good, baby? It's Young Gravy. My song Betty is now playing on Magic 89.9. Please keep requesting it so I can make it onto the Magic Pop 30. Thank you.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
You have the time.
A new Friday Madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift, and you're listening to Magic 89.9, today's best music.
The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music.
Today's best music.
Magic.
Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTF.
Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, what's up? It's Rebecca Black, and you're listening to Magic 89.9 with Migs.
Magic 89.9. The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
Non-stop music. All hits. All day.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the
A new energy.
you have the time.
A new Friday Madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Traffic. It's all better with Magic 89.9.
Be the magic.
Be the magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Bad chick, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music. While you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTF.
Hey, what's good, baby? It's Young Gravy. My song Betty is now playing on Magic 89.9. Please keep requesting it so I can make it onto the Magic Pop 30. Thank you.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better.
I get no doubt.
A new sound.
Even in my heart,
A new vibe.
just hit me with the
A new energy.
you have the time.
A new Friday Madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9.
My lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift, and you're listening to Magic 89.9, today's best music.
The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music.
Today's best music.
Magic.
Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Bad chick, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music. While you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTF.
Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, what's up? It's Rebecca Black, and you're listening to Magic 89.9 with Migs.
Magic 89.9.
7 o'clock. We're going to go a little overtime on this.
Wednesday.
What's good?
Wednesday evening. Wednesday.
What's
Wet Wednesday.
Wait.
There we go. I think, yeah. There we go. The mic levels are better. We'd like to welcome our friends from, once again,
They're so back.
2.5 years. 2.5 years of being away from everyone. And Whiskey Live, we have Johnson. And obviously, Raj is stuck in traffic somewhere. Raj, if you are in the area,
Drop on by.
Drop on by.
So you can enjoy.
Dito lang tayo, chill lang tayo.
And
Chill.
tonight's poison has been chosen by Lawrence of Dewars. And what do we have, Lawrence, tonight?
Tonight we're gonna have
Lapid Dynamite. Yeah.
There you go.
Doors Illegal Smooth. And
Illegal smooth.
Okay.
Parang Sam YG lang.
It's
smooth on an illegal level.
And then the other one will be the Japanese Smooth.
Japanese.
Okay, so
He has a weakness for Japanese.
I have a weakness for the Japanese, but si Tony always gets the Japanese.
Exactly.
Ako dun lang ako sa illegal.
Para smooth lang. Smooth lang.
Okay, so can you tell us why it's illegal smooth and
Yeah, so Doors Illegal Smooth is basically it's aged for 8 years.
It's a whiskey, for those who are not familiar.
It's a Scotch whiskey, blended Scotch whiskey. And then normally all Doors whiskeys are double aged. So
Okay.
meaning after aging, they blend.
and then age again?
Then age again. They rest the blend for like 4 to 6 months on average, just to marry the flavors and make it more smooth.
So when you say
rich.
aged 8 years old and it's double aged, is it like 8
Plus
rest
8?
and then 8 again?
No, 8 years.
Total.
And 8 years total.
Okay.
So just additional a few months.
Okay.
Sabi ni Papi Vince, relax ka lang daw. Smile ka daw konti. Shock ka daw muna.
Okay lang yan.
But the biggest thing here is basically Whiskey Live is back and bigger. It's going to be on November 4 and 5, Johnson, and it's going to be at the Shangri-La Grand
Ballroom. So first, thank you guys for inviting us again to talk about the most popular booze in town. So we're doing, this is our 5th year, Whiskey Live Manila and Bar Show 2022. So it's happening next month, November 4 and 5. It's a Friday and Saturday. Event starts 5 and towards 12 midnight.
Okay.
5 a.m.
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
You come out of your room straight from breakfast.
Naka-leave na tayo ng Friday. Mga ganun, diretso na tayo.
For Johnson, for those that have never experienced Whiskey Live, it's
What
a
is
huge
it?
event. What happens? Okay, so you get your ticket and you go there. It's like a
It's like a convention.
Okay, I'll give you a bit of a background of Whiskey Live Manila. So Whiskey Live event, it's a global franchise. Obviously started from UK, and I think a total of more than 35 franchisees doing Whiskey Live events globally. So in Asia, in Far East Asia, it all started in Japan back in 2009. For Philippines, we are actually the 5th one to organize that event, Whiskey Live event in Far East Asia.
Right.
So we started 2016. And then, so this year is our 5th year. Unfortunately, 2020 and 2021. Hindi pwede.
Stop na.
Liquor bans, people are not allowed to go out. Social gathering is forbidden. So when it comes to giving ideas about new people visiting the event, it's basically a whiskey exhibition.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you're going to a theme park full of whiskeys.
So
that's my kind of happy place.
Exactly. This means like all kinds of brands are going to be there.
Yes. So more than 30 brands and definitely more than 120 SKUs. When I say SKUs, like what we have in front of us, Dewars Blended Scotch. So although it's a single brand, same brand, Dewars, it has 2 different flavors or 2 different releases.
Okay.
So it means that's 2 SKUs already.
And
so over 120 of this.
Minimum.
And it's pretty cool is because I think we've been to almost every one. And it's nice is that when you find something that you like, you're able to actually buy it.
Yes.
Just as long as it's not sold out.
Yeah, just for listeners out there, we actually have a store during the event. And normally, we try to get good deals from the brands so we can offer to people visiting the event.
Or whatever.
So basically, the mechanics is you buy a ticket, whether you want to go, although the event is 2 days. I think I'm from from the whiskey industry, right? So I normally want to go 2 days. But if you just want to check it out, maybe you want to visit on a Friday or a Saturday, you just buy a ticket. When you go in, it's free for all drinks. So it's like a buffet of whiskey.
So literally, for people who have never been, you just go in, you buy the ticket, and then you get to try like all these amazing different types of whiskey. Damn.
It's a buffet of liquor and it's not just whiskey, right? You also have different other.
So we also have different spirits category like rum, tequila, mezcal, even vodka, and some bitter brands.
2019 was big. It was the year of Japanese. What is that? The
Nika?
rice wine?
Sake?
Sake.
Yeah, sake.
Sake, I think 2019.
Yes, I think there's a sake brand that participated last time.
Yeah.
Including including some Japanese vodkas and gins. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So, and then on top of just offering whiskeys, so this year I want to re-emphasize, it's called Whiskey Live Manila and Bar Show. So there's going to be a bar show section. So the cocktails you can actually try. Kung kaya mo 100 cocktails on that night.
Tapos pwede rin yun. Part din yun ng ticket.
Yeah.
Damn.
Johnson, when you say bar show, may show to?
Anong show to?
Mga nagbabato ng bote.
So, pag sinabi mo sa akin, Whiskey Live tapos may bar show
So bar show.
Ibang meaning na yan.
Iba na yata to. Hindi yata pwede sang yun, bro.
Kasi I went to a Whiskey Live show in Amsterdam.
I don't think they allow that in Shangtones.
So bar show basically.
We don't know Raj.
It may be a surprise.
The Indians know how to party.
And drink.
Minimum 1 week for Indians.
Hindi, tsaka inom bago kain.
Baliktad.
Baliktad na routine.
Walang coating ng tiyan, no?
Okay, say someone is listening right now, their very first time, they're just like a young drinker that's just experiencing.
Maybe just recently got into
just
whiskey.
Recently because, things have opened up. I mean, the good thing about it is for every brand there's a brand ambassador that can actually tell a story about each whiskey, right?
Yeah, so Whiskey Live is just not just about trying to drink alcohol, but we want people, especially in the industry, if you're a restaurateur, if you're a F&B guy, if you're a bartender, and you wanted to learn more about products.
Yeah.
So today in the food industry you have Michelin star restaurants, right? Sure. And these chefs are trying to convey that it's really all about the raw materials first, and then of course you add your skill and knowledge to create great dishes, right? So it's the same thing with alcohol. For whiskeys, of course, we want to impart product information, why certain products taste this way and other products taste another way. So actually the whiskeys category is very diverse.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely in Scotland you have regional whiskey styles. Like maybe for listeners out there that are not familiar, predominantly the products that are available, the Scotch whiskey that are available in the market are predominantly from Speyside, at least in the past. But nowadays it's changing. You have lowland whiskeys, you have Isla whiskeys that are smoky in character, and then you have your Highlands that are malty in flavor and oily. So if you guys are, that's why I'm re-emphasizing. There's a connection. That's why it's called F&B or food and beverages, right? Because it goes side by side. It has the similarities.
Right.
So if you guys want to if you like food and you want to learn more about
Pairings?
whiskeys, you can do pairing also. So please check us out. Again, it's happening November 4 and 5. We have a bunch of ambassadors from different brands. You can actually approach them and ask questions or just listen to them. Learn about all the great brands from all over the world.
Question actually for people who have never been and maybe say they're going for the first time. Obviously, when you're talking about 120 different types of alcohol minimum, it's a little overwhelming. And you know how you want to taste the good stuff at the first, diba? Kasi parang later on, baka mamaya kagulo ka na, hindi mo na ma-differentiate ko.
Parang si Luyang.
Yeah, is there I don't know, like a suggested path, or is it more open world? Like pagpasok mo dun, bahala ka na kung saan ka pupunta.
Open world exploration.
Open world exploration.
So definitely, that's a good question a while ago. So definitely, if you're a bit young, maybe in your 20s or early 30s.
Pasok pa tayo dun.
Diba? I mean, I'm talking about the listeners.
I just wait at the side till it's closing time.
So somebody needs a ride home.
Yeah.
Hello, are you okay?
I'm usually, you need a ride?
Yeah. So if you're on the younger side, you're not familiar or used to drinking whiskey, like sipping whiskey or drinking neat. I would suggest go for cocktails first.
Okay.
Then, if you want to go try to drink whiskey neat to maximize your experience in terms of flavor and aroma, I would suggest try blended whiskeys initially because it's a lighter, more mellow
Parang
style.
easier to digest, essentially.
Yes, very rounded also.
Yeah.
And then gradually move up to a bigger flavor whiskeys. Of course, at the end, you want higher ABV, maybe probably something smoky, something aged in sherry cask, because those are bolder whiskeys. So try something light and gradually go up to a bolder
the
style
more
of whiskeys.
serious stuff.
And also, learning how to drink whiskey. I remember last time that you were here, you also taught us the proper way. Is there for newbies?
Parang sa wine,
how to
inaamoy muna
Sinaswirl muna,
do you
decant mo muna.
you drop the ice and then pour?
Can you just drink from the bottle like Raj?
Like in Boracay.
Party lang.
You know, when you after hours with Raj, he doesn't drink. He doesn't look for a glass anymore.
So definitely, syempre, everybody has their own reason why they drink alcohol. If you graduated from college or you just got married or you're in a celebration mood, all you want to do is to have fun and drink a bunch of alcohol, right? So we won't stop you because at the end of the day, we drink because we want to socialize and have fun, right?
Yeah.
There's no really right way and wrong way how to consume alcohol in general. But if you want to maximize appreciation of flavor and aroma, then that's another question, right? So definitely, if you want to maximize appreciation, try to use as many senses as you can. I could say you can actually use all your 5 senses to appreciate food and beverages, especially whiskey. So first, of course, eyesight. You want to appreciate the color. It's also like a guessing game, right?
Ang ganda siya. Ang ganda niya.
Yeah. How? I mean, what color is it? You can guess. Maybe it's a bourbon cask. Maybe it's a sherry cask, right? Then, of course, you want to appreciate the labels of the brand,
itself,
the design. It also imparts some information about the character of the whiskey. And then, of course, you want to nose it to try to get what kind of aroma you can get from the whiskey.
So, Johnson, do you put your nose into everything?
Before you consume it?
Is that how you maximize?
Only whiskey.
Is that how you maximize it?
I think it's applicable to other things. If you think about it,
it
use
really
all the
depends.
senses.
I guess it really depends if you're into that or you just go for it.
You look at it first, diba? Tapos you smell it. Then
Yeah, that's...
Paano yung
nosing.
Nosing, proper nosing.
So nosing, medyo puno ba yung baso niyo? Medyo punuin niyo yung glass niyo.
Only because you said so.
Your
Only because
first...
We will just do as you say.
I'm high already.
Only because you asked.
So,
Happy birthday to Direk Alvin.
Direk, happy birthday.
Birthday.
Okay.
Gusto ko tikman yung illegal.
So if you want... Yeah.
Sa huli natin yung illegal.
Ayun.
Hindi ba nakatikim ka na niya?
Ikaw pa? Teka.
Mondays lang.
Monday. Sama-sama tayo Sama-sama tayo.
Yeah, so of course pag inaamoy niyo yung whiskey, 'di ba? So normally when yung first scent na amoy mo, wag mo ibabad yung whiskey sa nose. The big difference between whiskey and wine, wine is low in ABV,
Right.
Not 10 to 14%. On the other hand, whiskey is minimum 40.
Oh, okay.
So your first scent is alcohol.
Right.
So what you want to do is approach the whiskey gently. Don't parang don't exert too much effort.
Okay.
So while
Wag sisinghutin. Ganun.
everybody's parang
Don't be
inhale, exhale
aggressive.
tayo, di ba? Don't be aggressive. So,
Kung aggressive ako.
Don't snort it, bro. It's not for snorting.
I'm getting double meaning between whiskey and the other W.
Whoa! What a feeling.
Aggressive ka masyado,
One
Tones.
tip I always give to people is when you're nosing,
Yeah.
try to open your mouth a little bit.
Open a little.
Ganun pala.
A little, just a little.
Anong konti?
Labas dila ba?
Labas dila.
Labas dila.
You want it.
Parang ganito ba?
Si Vince nang turo sa akin eh.
Para labas dila.
I saw Johnson that a lot of people would or not a lot but whiskey connoisseurs hold the glass and then something about the closing the top, rubbing it or something like that to.
Are we still talking about whiskey here?
Yeah.
I'm a little confused, Tones.
To get a little heat.
Tell me about heating the.
Yeah, so they basically want to warm the glass.
Okay.
So you can warm the whiskey. Because just like human beings, if it's cold, then the aroma will not come out.
Right.
And he told me to.
Pawis ka, di ba? Lumalabas.
Doon lumalabas yung musk.
Yeah. So he was warming the glass.
Yes.
And then he said
he was cupping.
Yeah. So if you warm your glass
Cupping
for a
and
while,
flipping.
maybe 1-2 minutes, then you try to nose it, you get more character out of it.
Kailangan talaga painitin.
Whiskey lang to ha guys. Whiskey lang.
Even the other W.
Ayun.
Dalawang W pair.
Tama. Pag
Yung nga tatanong mo, may kasamang pairing na gano'n.
Ito na si Lord.
Not in whiskey like.
Baka there's another room for that, that we don't know.
Buka sa taas.
VIP.
Buka na room sa taas.
So
Bala ka na doon.
you just put the glass close to
Close by.
by.
Then just like your regular inhale,
Okay.
once you exhale, you remove. Then the next time you want to inhale again, put it back. Just go for it like 4 or 5 times. And the last time, doon mo siya ibabad, matagal. Then you can smell the layers.
Yun. Okay.
So based on the whiskey we're trying right now, anong naamoy niyo?
Ako, chocolate.
Chocolate?
Oddly enough.
Yeah.
I smell chocolate.
Yeah.
I smell like caramel.
Caramel.
Ako caramel.
Yeah.
Like it's sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Definitely sweet. Like sobrang sweet.
Does it make your mouth water from the sweetness?
Napaliklip si Tones.
It seems like it. Like you smell it.
Because my sense is so.
Amoy pa lang, okay.
It's like, yeah.
So caramel mixed,
Smoky.
Yeah, caramel mixed with oak,
Yeah, a bit woody.
and then some vanilla.
Yeah, the vanilla I kind of get.
And
Actually, the sweetness that you smell is like honey. If you're weak. That's the main. Yeah, that's the main
Ingredient.
flavor notes of
Okay.
every Doers whiskey.
And the one that we're smelling right now, this is the Japanese smooth.
Okay.
Ano naman yung mga single malt and why do they cost so much?
so there are many types of whiskey. In general, there are 5 types. Single malt basically mean produced in a single distillery using 100% malted barley. So shortcut lang nila. Single distillery, 100% malted barley ingredients. So if you have that too, you can call your bottle
A single malt already.
Okay.
On the other hand, Duars, the full name of Duars is actually a surname of a guy.
Okay.
For some reason, all the great whiskey brands, their first name is John. So the founder, he's John Duars.
Yung mga John Delix eh.
Then you have Johnny Walker.
Mga John
Duda ako sa mga John.
Gumugood life eh.
At saka pag sinasabi minsan keep walking, hindi ka makalakad. Nagali ka pa eh.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
And of course, there's gonna be drinking, but there is food available, right?
Food,
Outside.
there's no free food.
Yeah.
But food will be served, will be available by Shangri-La BGC. So they will sell burgers, rice toppings, and like maybe bread, pizza. Yeah.
That's actually perfect.
I think the golden question is how much?
Yeah. For the food. For the ticket.
Oh,
For the ticket. So for the
For the food. Depende sa order mo, bro. I mean, kung mag-pizza ka, malamang iba yung order sa burger.
Rice topping?
Rice toppings, man. So,
That's why we need Raj here. Kasi Raj is the one...
Yung angkor.
natin. Si John wala na
Medyo
talaga.
wala na. Si Lawrence, nakatingin na lang. Totoo ba to?
ano ba ito binasok ko?
Kasi food pinag-uusapan mo.
Ticket syempre sa whiskey.
So, early bird pa kami ngayon.
Okay.
If you check out online, the website is Whiskey Live, whiskylive.ph. Ticket price is 2,300 per day.
Okay.
It's still, we're
That's
still
super
selling
not bad.
yeah.
You spend
Very
that.
decent.
They spend that in one
2,300
night.
for like
Wala pa.
100.
And then you get
different
free
types.
glass upon entering. Yeah. The glass alone costs
Come with a
around
bag?
500, 600 na.
So this glass that
yes,
you
you
use
get also a bag.
essentially is the one that you use to like get from...
Yeah. So the glass is a branded glass called Glencairn. It's the official whiskey glass from Scotland.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yun.
What is your suggestion there, pala? Because I mean, obviously, like if you really want to get the best flavor out of everything, like you have to kind of wash the glass with you.
Yes. So
Or dilahin lang. Yun ang ginagawa ko last
Pwede rin.
time.
Simutin mo na lang, no? Dila-dila na lang.
so we also have a partnership with Evian, sparkling water.
Yun.
So included one.
yung water mo, Tones.
Nag-washing lang.
Pwede ka mag-wash in between whiskey or magdala ka ng plain biscuit to clean your
to
palate.
nullify the...
That's another way.
Okay.
Is there a proper way to hold it when I walk through the halls of Shangri-La?
Para mukha kang
Wala
legit.
naman.
Because I think I remember you guys like had at one time you had like a lace.
Lanyard.
The lanyard, tapos your glasses there.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
Those are usually for people that medyo maglalasing.
Medyo may balak.
Oh,
Susulitin ko itong 2,300 ko, di
You
ba?
say something like that.
It will be available
ready.
this year. The lanyard will be
There you
available.
go.
So you can do that.
But
So you're just
is it the index
Fill me up.
and middle finger or does it matter?
It's really up to you.
Anything that the middle finger is part of.
Kung gusto mo shocker tones, pwede rin. No?
You can hold it like that.
glass.
Okay,
Just
great.
Okay, so
So how do
they
you find this one? The Japanese
Good.
smooth. It's smooth, right?
It is. It's smooth and it's very Japanese.
It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. Definitely.
it tastes very Japanese.
And this is available on the website as well.
I think yes, it's available online.
Okay.
You can check out multiple sites. One of the site I can recommend
your
is the singlemalt.ph.
Yeah.
So what's the SRP here?
I don't know exactly, but between like 1,000 to 1,100.
It's really not bad. Though.
Very affordable.
It could actually be your daily sipper. For example, like coming home from work, you'll be like,
Yes.
okay, I just need a nice glass, and you'll be good.
Nightcap.
Oh.
Medyo bad trip ako sa work. Inom lang ng konti, di ba?
See, Lawrence,
Medyo tahimik.
what do you suggest for those the ones beginning in going into whiskey?
Well, basically, blended scotch. Blended scotch are designed for people who are not used to drinking whiskeys.
Okay.
Because most of the blended scotch whiskeys are a blend of a number of single malt whiskeys and grain whiskeys from different parts of Scotland. So it's not that much.
Okay.
So you can-
Kumbaga, it's not too strong on
It's
flavor.
not too strong on flavor. And mostly the alcohol by volume goes to 40 to 40%.
Ano favorite mo?
Favorite, of course, the worst.
Hayo.
Pasok sa brandy.
Yun sa pare.
Masisisrante to pag hindi the worst.
Just imagine if he
I
said
might
something
lose my
else.
job if I don't say the worst.
How do you get
Ayun,
picked to
sagot
do
mo.
that? Like, I want to get picked to do what you do. How does someone like
Lawrence,
you?
maybe explain your background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you walking on the streets one day?
What's
or-
your designation?
Tapos para sabihin sa asawa mo, sa girlfriend mo na parang nagtatrabaho ako eh, bakit ba? Suminom ka lang. Ganda.
Gumigimik ka lang ba? And then Vince saw you
No.
in the banyo?
Basically, I started as a
Hey, what are you
bartender.
doing?
Okay.
So I've been bartending for almost 10 years.
Okay.
And then I just joined Bacardi Martini Philippines 3 months ago.
Oh.
So I want to take a leap in my career. So I joined the brand side.
Oh, wow.
So you went from
From behind the
hands-on?
bar. Yep.
Which bar? Which bar?
From handjob to...
I worked my previous work or company is Soler.
Okay. So you were stroking the bottles, and then now you're selling the bottles.
You're pushing the bottles.
Wow. Okay. So, 10 years ka doon? That's a long time.
8 years in Soler and
okay.
2 years in different bars.
Along
But hey, that's a good,
Burgos?
can you imagine? Like parang...
Somewhere in Makati Ave.
Makati Ave. I saw.
Yan na si Tones! Yan na si Tones!
Uy, si pare!
Actually,
Sino kasama ni Tones?
Artista ba yan? Artista
kasama, no?
Si Apple magaling.
Cherry.
Kilala niyo si Cherry. Okay. And so now, what your job is basically to promote and talk
about like Duars.
all the brands that.
Yep, all the brands under our portfolio.
Oh.
So does that mean, like, for example, like, say one weekend, since you're new, you have to drink everything within the portfolio?
What-
Because you have to be very knowledgeable about each and every bottle.
Initiation.
Yeah, is that you can't say, this is Japanese cast, blah blah blah. But you have to really get. Did they do that to you? Like, okay, let's go.
Not really drinking, but there are
Sipping.
sessions that we taste. There are some sessions kasi, like, I have mentors or some other ambassadors from different countries who trained me. So we cannot do the tasting if online.
Of course, yes. Medyo mahirap nga naman yan pag online yung tasting.
So what I did is I just tried it myself. All the things that we have in the office, I just opened the bottle.
No, but what I always
Was it difficult to? I mean, obviously it's overwhelming knowing, oh shit, you got free alcohol and some of the best, right? I mean, it's not just Logan, this is great shit. So that you're drinking. I mean,
It's the good stuff, bro.
yeah, it's the good stuff. So, I mean, napasubo ka ba? Especially with Vince. I mean,
Hindi naman. I mean, gusto ko rin naman yung ginagawa.
okay, all right.
Parang happy ka, sinasabi mo. Ramdam namin yung
Contentment, di ba?
what I find interesting is, especially with whiskey, is that the stories behind it.
Yes.
Because how it was founded, or the reason why it was made.
Yep, every brand has their own story.
So what's the backstory of this one?
Duars was founded in 1884.
Kailangan maayos yung facts mo, pare.
Kasi si Vince.
Magkamali ka.
Ito si Vince texted like, testing.
Yeah, so it was founded by John Duars. So now the label says John Duars and Sons because the company has boomed because of his sons, Tommy and John Alexander.
Kilala. Close kayo, pare. Ganun lang.
And then John started as a whiskey, what do you say?
Connoisseur.
No,
Enthusiast.
he sells whiskey. So he doesn't
seller.
have his own brand.
Reseller. Parang ganun.
Trader.
Whiskey merchant.
Trader,
exactly.
trader.
And then there came a time that he wanted to make his own whiskey. So he established Duars in 1884.
Hindi, maganda yan. Like Slick said, the stories are very interesting. We actually had, when we were in Singapore, we had like an uncle who really loves his whiskey. And we tried some Indian whiskeys as well, and we were just...
Yeah, he was making me kwento.
Dude.
Wala na ako maalala. Ganda.
Great story.
Because it was so good.
Wala na ako maalala, bro.
Masarap.
So the logo is, if you can see the logo of, it's like a knotted triple D.
Yes.
Triple D, ah?
Yep. So it
there's
symbolizes
Oh shit, si Raj! Patay!
Ito na!
Shit.
Raj! Let's go, Raj!
Let the games begin!
Yan na. We got Raj.
Yari kayo kay
The
Raj.
medal scotch.
We'll get another chair. We'll take a quick break and be back with more of the guys from Whiskey Live November 4 and 5. If you don't got your tickets, it's still early bird time. And we'll get to more of what's going on and what can happen that night.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, Don.
Magic.
Be the Magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I can be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music. While you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Hey, what's good, baby? It's Young Gravy. My song Betty is now playing on Magic 89.9. Please keep requesting it so I can make it onto the Magic Pop 30. Thank you.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better. I get no doubt. A new sound. Even in my heart. A new vibe. Just hit me with the truth. A new energy. Do you have the time? A new Friday Madness. You never said you were pretending. The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9. Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift, and you're listening to Magic 89.9, today's best music.
The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music.
Today's best music.
Magic.
Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Hey, what's up? It's Rebecca Black, and you're listening to Magic 89.9 with Migs.
Magic 89.9. The Magic Pop 30. We count down the 30 hottest songs of the week.
Find out which artists that are lit AF.
As Zoe and Ashley count it down from 30 to 1. The Magic Pop 30.
Are you ready? Now on its new time slot, Thursdays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on today's best music.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.
Non-stop music. All hits. All day.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better. I get no doubt. A new sound. Even in my heart. A new vibe. Just hit me with the truth. A new energy. Do you have the time? A new Friday Madness. You never said you were pretending. The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today. Friday Madness. Exclusively on the station that gives you the most complete radio experience. Magic 89.9. Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
Traffic. It's all better with Magic 89.9.
Be the Magic.
Be the Magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Put your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic
Hey, what's good, baby? It's Young Gravy. My song Betty is now playing on Magic 89.9. Please keep requesting it so I can make it onto the Magic Pop 30. Thank you.
Magic.
If you don't got your tickets, it's still early bird price.
2,300.
Okay, being, the Pinoy thing, they're like, you know what?
Late yan bibili.
Late. Can I get it at the door?
Yes, definitely you can get it at the door, but the price will increase.
Yeah. How much would that be?
I think it's around 3,500.
Still worth it.
Decent.
Pero still worth it.
Still worth it. I mean, 3.5. I mean, how much do you actually pay?
3.5 pang tissue lang nitong siya.
Exactly. When you go to the club or something,
I
right?
think 2-3 is great, but I think the most important thing is the kinds of alcohol and spirits available.
That you will find here.
Second, the connections you make. You know how many women? I mean, men. I've met and
no.
Connections. The connection. It's not what you know. It's
the
who you know.
networking.
That's where I met Raj in the men's room, and now we're doing this.
Do I bother to ask why? I mean,
No. See, the thing is, with
were you beside the urinal?
Yes,
And you were like, hey, bro, what's up? Hey, great event, man.
No, the thing is,
like, just one of those awkward urinal conversations. Like, yo.
If you go with Tony too, Whiskey
he
Live.
told me, yo, the aircon's cold in this room.
It's defensive. No, it's cold here.
This is not my usual. No, but if you go Whiskey Live with Tony, is that all of a sudden he'll just be gone, and he'll come back after an hour.
With who?
No, he's just like refreshed.
I'm just walking around.
No, he's refreshed.
He's refreshed.
He's refreshed. Like, oh, did you take a shower?
Ganon, no.
Nag-shower ka, ha?
Oh, ayos ah.
It comes with the room.
Oh, okay. Wow.
John said,
A 2-3 comes
When I
to the
bought
room.
my
This is
ticket-
false advertising, bro.
when I got my ticket, John said, here's your
Here's your key card.
Here's your key card.
No, all of a sudden
it
you're
was
like,
at
oh.
another place. It wasn't there yet.
You're giving me a great idea.
Yeah.
You're giving me a great idea. Babe, we have an event. It's November 4 to 5. We have to
Yeah.
stay over.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the...
yeah.
Boys night
Let's
out.
rent out a room.
Oh.
Yeah.
You rent out 2 rooms. So one is your room and hers, and then one is just for you and the boys.
Wait, bakit ko siya kasama?
Yeah, it's just us.
But
It's boys night out.
let's welcome also Raj Sadwani. He's also a big part of Nightlife and also Whiskey Live Manila. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having us, Tony.
We were just saying such great words of
Affirmation?
I don't know. Admiration.
Admiration.
Earlier, we weren't roasting. It was Sam that was the one that was roasting you.
But how did it feel for you guys that you guys were already thinking like, okay, pwede na to put up Whiskey Live
The
again?
Philippines is ready.
Yeah.
Well, I think that we've been selling whiskey for quite some time now. It's been a couple of decades.
4
two
generations?
decades.
Yeah.
Well, for Jansen, longer than I have.
Oh, okay.
But then we kind of saw the market shape and turn into a market that was starting to mature. People's tastes were growing, becoming more aspirational. A lot of new drinkers entering the market segment, and the economy growing. So people's tastes were getting, more premium. And then we said, now it's the time to really let everyone try everything. And this is the vehicle that does that.
Is there? Obviously, we had 2 years of no face-to-face or no events and no social life. How is the scope of the females and whiskey now? From when it was 2019
to 2022.
2022, is it a big jump during the pandemic? Were women still drinking, or because they were getting into the whiskey? I noticed that more women during the last one. It was all women next to me. I was like, yo, why is it?
You know why?
What's
Because
going on here? The
they
ratio,
follow the Pied Piper.
They're just magnetized.
Exactly. Let's follow Tony.
Guys, the ratio of men to female, obviously there's more, but there is a great...
I was there 1 year, puro lalaki yung kasama ko eh. Bakit ganun? Parang
I left. There was a bunch of guys we were with. I left them.
Oh, okay, that's why.
I left. I was like, why? We see them all the time.
I don't want to hang out
Let's
with you.
mingle around.
I'm good.
We work together.
And the great thing with whiskey, it makes you a little frisky. So you
All right.
you can be more friendlier.
Yeah.
So
back to the question.
Back to the question about women. Women.
I think in 2019 we did see definitely more females attending the event. Whiskey is not it I guess a long time ago it was a very masculine drink, but
Right.
then now it's really opened up. It's not really gender specific anymore. Everybody's enjoying whiskey these days, and there's so many types of whiskey. There's mild, there's light. You know, people that are entering this drink, even a female, she can find something that is palatable for her.
Yeah. And it's 2022, man. Like, I mean,
and just to add, nowadays the people behind some whiskey brands are women.
Yes.
Like for Duars, the master blender is a woman.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Stephanie McLeod.
And the thing is with for example, like say celebrities now, say especially in the U.S., they're really into their alcohol brands. Of course, you have your LeBrons, your Kendalls, and they're really into it. Now,
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. Now, a lot of people may find it a little like intimidating. Nah, parang it's like, okay, I really have to know their stuff. I have to know the brand that I like. But then for whiskey drinkers, it's really you have to discover what you like, right? So it becomes is because a lot of people they also put a lot into the number. Is like if it's 18, 21 or what. I mean, does it just really depend upon your palate, what you like?
I think for age, you know, going back to when whiskey started, age statements were very important. And age statements also act like a status symbol. You know, I could afford a 12, I made more money, I'm drinking a 15 now. You know, it's my son's birthday, I'm drinking a 21-year-old tonight. It has a lot of connection.
There's a yabang factor. No?
There is a yabang factor. You know, putting a Macallan 18 on your table does make a statement. But you know, nowadays the blending and the technology and the people behind the whiskey world, they've gotten so good at what they're doing that they've taken lower ages and blended them together, and some of them even just bottled them straight, and they've been able to bring a lot of quality out of this liquid even at a very young age. So I wouldn't say all non-age statements whiskeys are inferior to age statement. That's not true anymore. And also many countries make whiskey now. In the last Whiskey Live, we had a single malt called Penderin from Wales. And you know, Taiwan makes whiskey. Kavalan is from Taiwan. India makes whiskey. Paul John is an amazing single malt from India. Yeah, so you know, there's so much out there these days, and many of them don't carry an age statement.
So it's a lot like wine na rin, because like wine is essentially like the same na rin now, na parang before it was all like it's been aged since 1942 or whatever, but like now like you'll actually find a lot of like really decent types of alcohol that did not come with like a 15-year age thing.
Now for say because we know that a lot of people they start to collect it. It's not just for drinking, it's but collecting. Now, how much would they have to say shell out for a nice decent bar for themselves?
A mini bar.
It doesn't have to be like super like I have to get an 1821. I mean just for them is because it's a sense of pride for them, especially when they have friends over. It's like, oh, this is my collection. How much would someone would have?
You don't have to spend a lot of money, honestly. But of course, you know, whiskey right now is becoming like watch for boys.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have those big brands that are commanding very high price. Japanese brands, Scotch brands, even American brands. But in reality, if you want to enjoy whiskeys, even as low as like 2,000 or 4,000, you can get a lot of great brands out there. Might not be, but of course there's a different mindset if you want to collect them and to resell after a few years. To basically you just want to trade it. So, but in terms, I normally open my whiskeys.
For someone starting out, Johnson, what are, I guess, let's say 5.
Say your starter pack.
5 different brands.
For collecting or for consuming?
For consuming.
Yes.
I'm new. I want to try out.
I want to have a decent collection at home, like a decent bar at home.
Roughly, I guess, spending power is middle.
So definitely, I would want to recommend one from each type of whiskey.
Okay.
So like here, Duars, it's a blended whiskey. So I would highly recommend Duars. Actually, I really like the 15-year-old.
Okay.
But of course, the smooth series, it's a new way of like conveying uniqueness, innovation within the industry. So that's one. Duars is a great brand. And then in terms of bourbon, there's so many choices.
Yeah.
I would recommend Buffalo Trace is one. I like Weller, definitely. If you have the money, go for Pappy Van Winkle. It's quite pricey. I think minimum price for Pappy Van Winkle right now is like 100K.
Ito yung 5 yung bote mo sa bahay, Sam, di ba?
Ilan nga yun?
Si Papi Van Winkle.
Si Papi!
Ito yung pa ng Christmas gift niya.
Yeah, those people that watch Netflix, go type Heist. It's a documentary. I think the episode 5 and 6 it talks about stealing whiskeys from that distillery.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course Scotch whiskey. There's a whole bunch.
Okay.
So I would go beyond the 5 choices. For Scotch whiskey, you want to try from each different regions: Speyside, Lowlands, Isla, Highlands, Coastal, and Campbelltown. Yeah. So one each. You will never go wrong for Scotch whiskey. Then for grain whiskey, there's a lot of great brands. The cheapest to try for grain whiskey, there's a Japanese grain whiskey called Cheetah. It's very low price.
Cheetah.
CHITA. I think it's like below 2.5 a bottle.
Yeah.
That's something you want to try also. Yeah. So what else? Yeah. And then for the blended malt, go for Johnny Walker Green or Monkey Shoulder, because those are, or even Douglas Lane series. Yeah. So blended malt is a bit not as popular as single malt, but I would say that definitely in terms of quality, it is at par with single malt.
Okay.
I think one of the biggest parang intimidating factors for people who are getting into it is it becomes like a parang, like whenever somebody asks you like, oh, what do you detect? What do you smell? Parang, what if I don't smell anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like COVID ka nun. Diba? Yun yung medyo delix eh, no? May COVID ka, magpa-check ka, no?
I can't taste anything. May COVID ka.
Diba? Like parang
Antigen.
there is that whole feeling of intimidation though. Like if you're talking to somebody who knows their whiskey, in the same way that if you're talking to somebody who knows their wine, there's that whole like, yeah, do you detect that? Do you feel the body or whatever? Like for a lot of people who are just getting into it, like what is one thing that you can kind of tell them to make them feel at ease whenever attending Whiskey Live?
Yeah, so definitely one thing I really love about whiskey, really from the bottom of my heart, I really love the whiskey industry, the whiskey spirits category. Because one real reason I like it is because whiskey started as a commoner drink.
Right.
It just so happened that demand and popularity grew globally. Now they can command at a higher price. So if you go talk to all the brand ambassadors during Whiskey Live, you'll see them like a regular person. Even the owners.
Yeah.
I'm sure, I think this was, back in 2017 when Raj and I went to Hong Kong, including my brother. So yeah, I told him, hey, you have to join me to visit this event in Hong Kong, because normally I meet the owner of the distillery. Right? So it's very seldom that those things happen, right? And when I met him in the restaurant, not a fancy restaurant, when we see each other, we hug like regular friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's one aspect I really love about whiskey. So they're very grounded.
There's no snootiness.
Yeah. So definitely now it's getting premiumized.
Yeah.
And then, of course, for the collectors, they can spend so much money to buy limited releases. But there's always decent price whiskeys for everyone.
Nice.
Now I know for each region there's always something different. I mean, for example, like in America, they have their bourbon. Now, is there any brand that you guys know of that, okay, you guys should look out for these guys in 2022 or the upcoming years, is because these guys are pretty good? Now that you guys were actually surprised. Is there any brand on the radar that people don't know?
Picked up on it.
That haven't picked up on it, but you guys probably have the stock, like hey,
Ito, okay to.
oh,
Antayin mo. Sisipa to.
Yeah, so definitely I'll talk about Duars.
Yeah.
So Duars is among the it's owned by Bacardi Martini. That's the company that owned the brand name, and they actually own 5 distilleries. 4 single malt, 1 grain distillery. So, and this is considered like the last secret malts in Scotland, because for the longest time they never sold these distilleries as a brand. So they always sell to blenders,
yes.
or to create Duars whiskey. But of course, today, because of the popularity of single malt, they have no choice. So these brands are Aberfeldy, Royal Brackla, Altmore, and Craigellachie, and the last one I forgot the great, Glendeveron, yeah.
Wow.
So they own 5.
Oh,
So these are considered like the last great malts. Tama ba? Last great malts, yeah.
So are they available on singlemalt?
Not all. So I think it's only like 2 or 3 SKUs, but we get news that they're actually slashing the allocation for next year because of lack of
Supply.
Yeah. The whiskey category in general, it boomed globally.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the way to Africa, to Latin America, they consume a lot of whiskey nowadays.
I mean, for example, like we've heard about the Japanese shortage is just because they just didn't know that
It would boom this much.
Not really. I won't divulge secrets, but
Why not?
Yeah, I can't.
Tayo lang.
Wala naman nakikinig dito.
Maybe off air. But definitely, like the Suntory Group, they started distilling back in the 1920s.
Okay.
The Nika Group, they started distilling back in the 1930s.
30s, yeah.
So there's a boom and bust.
Yeah.
So right from the 1920s and the 1930s, their production level is very low.
Yeah.
Very, very low. And then when they started to come out with their own single malt, it was aged 12 years old. So imagine you have to distill today,
Yes.
and that
12 years
product
mo
can be
pa
sold
makikita.
minimum after 12 years. So all of a sudden, during the early 2000s, the brand boomed.
Yeah.
Right?
Tayo,
So
di
you
ba,
cannot,
Sam?
yeah.
Yun ang ano natin. Goal.
Di ba? We just
Mag-boom.
Boom.
Japanese whiskey lang.
Mag-boom 12 years
before,
later.
We used to get a bottle for like what, 6,000, di ba?
In the beginning, Yamazaki was only like 1.5, 1.6. And nobody
mura
buys.
lang before.
Yung Nika dati,
That's
meron pa
12
sa
years
Don
old.
Quixote.
That's 12 years old.
Ngayon, wala na.
Yeah, so right now, even if they ramp up production, they cannot cope with the demand.
Right.
Yeah.
Grabe, wild. And there's a
Wild.
it's crazy. All right.
I mean, it's just nice is that you guys are bringing this once again, so that a
Yeah,
lot
it's great to be back.
yeah, that a lot of people can actually experience for the first time, or maybe this is their fifth time repeat. And once again, how can they get the tickets and where this can be at, and the socials that they have to follow?
Yeah. So definitely, Whiskey Live Manila. We have a website called whiskylive.ph. You can purchase tickets online, or you can actually contact your local community bar. Like if you're in Makati, you can actually call Draft or Distillery. Draft, yeah. And then if you're at Taguig at BGC, it's going to be available at the Distillery and Draft. At the same time, we have some local partner bars. It can be purchased through them also. Should I mention those bars?
Yeah.
So you can actually go to your bar at Refuge, Lit Manila, Buccaneers, Spirits Library, Curator. You can go to them.
His bar,
Tickets will be
Nectar, where I always see Raj.
Okay dun, ha?
Wednesday night. We usually meet.
We were there later.
After his
happenings,
meeting, after his
May mga
meeting-
musical dun, no? Okay dun.
After his draft meetings, usually I see him at
Yung
Nectar.
ending. Last stop.
That's why I like Tony. His mind is so fast.
He's like, guys, I gotta go.
So the tickets are available there at these venues. Okay.
And also at the door.
At the door.
Just
but
because
not
we
at the
know.
early bird
Yeah.
price.
Exactly.
But if you want to hook up, go to the distillery. Raj is always there after midnight. He's just sitting by himself.
You guys want to say hi, hello to anyone, and any social media?
Lawrence, mauna ka. Ikaw din medyo.
Oh yeah, Lawrence.
Lawrence,
we forgot.
Medyo tahimik ka daw.
Lawrence, your social media
and
important.
Also promote
the brand.
Yeah,
The
so,
brand.
Come to Whiskey Live and on November 4th to 5th.
And meet me.
And I'll be there. Too.
Yeah.
You can also follow me on Instagram at Rents with Benefits.
Magaling. Kaya pala tahimik the entire time.
Magaling si boy.
Rents with benefits?
Yes.
So what's your specialty drink?
I mean, I can make everything.
Pero sige, sabihin na natin kunwari may nalandi ka. Kunwari lang.
The best of the best.
Ka. Like ito yung parang, ito yung magpapa-in-love sa'yo na drink. Ano yung gagawin mo?
In cocktails kasi I approach it by kung ano yung flavor preference ng specific person.
Say she's
Magaling.
into scotch, something sweet.
Well, I can make a variation of a whiskey sour with some fruit in it.
Pero yung answer niya pa lang it's not what I can do, it's what I can do for you.
Exactly.
Yan ang magaling. Rinse with benefits.
Rinse with benefits. And Raj, what's your YouTube, your OnlyFans?
Oh no, I don't really. But just to add, I just wanted to say for people that are coming, there's always something new every Whiskey Live. So there's so many new whiskeys this year. And if you've been many times, you're gonna get a new experience this time around. So it's worth coming back to.
All right, and they can get was it the app, or you guys have an app, right, or a website?
We're on whiskylive.ph.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Whiskylive.ph. Check it out.
You want to say hi to anyone?
No specific guys. So I just want to say hi to all the listeners and thank you for listening to us while we are enjoying our whiskey. So again, I'm inviting all the listeners to go online. Website is whiskylive.ph. Check it out. You can go to YouTube, type Whiskey Live Manila. Then a bunch of videos are available there. At least you get to know what you can expect before you visit this coming November 4 and 5 at Shangri-La BGC.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
All
Book
right.
it. November 4 to 5.
We're out of here. We'll see you guys next week, right?
Tomorrow.
Ay,
Thursday pa.
Thursday pa.
May pasok pa tayo.
Tinamaan na ako eh.
Ay, ano ba?
Ang lakas eh.
May guest tayo bukas doon.
Oh, who's coming tomorrow?
We have Amara of Amara TV.
Okay.
We have Kafi and Karimel. They're all streamers. Should be interesting. Should be fun.
Okay.
Should be very fun.
Streamers like vloggers?
They stream video games.
Video games?
Yeah. So either Valorant or whatever.
You can come again tomorrow.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Be interesting.
I'm just curious about the streaming.
I know
you should.
I know they drink also. So
Yes, Jensen's into screamers.
Streamers.
Iba yung streamers sa screamers.
But you both can
Streamers
come.
Tuesday yata yan.
But since you left the bottles, at least we can, give them a taste.
A taste of Whiskey Live.
Tomorrow.
Taste lang.
Taste lang. Not the
Sample
whole
lang.
thing.
Sample lang.
Teaser only.
If you want more, you know where to get.
Yon.
Ayan. All right, so see you tomorrow. My name is Slick Rick.
My name is MRG.
It's Tony.
My name is Gino Phillimore. You guys take it easy. Stay safe. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Be the Magic. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I could be a fantasy.
Get your hands up. You're my sun and moon. And makes you feel like this.
Ooh, it's the ride of your life. Turn up the music while you're calling out 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Hey, what's good, baby? It's Young Gravy. My song Betty is now playing on Magic 89.9. Please keep requesting it so I can make it onto the Magic Pop 30. Thank you.
Magic 89.9.
An old favorite just got better. I get no doubt. A new sound.
Even in my heart.
A new vibe. just hit me with the truth.
A new energy.
Do you have the time?
A new Friday Madness.
You never said you were pretending.
The same gold standard of music. Now, in a new package. The nicest of the 90s and the early 2000s. Coming to you every Friday. Every Friday. 24 hours of yesterday's hits today.